Sound, 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 sound. Okay, now you guys can hear me. Sorry about that. I have a normal configuration that I use for these things, but I forgot a cable. So I'm kind of rocking the alternate version of this setup. I'm using a third-party application, which, whatever. Okay, so here we are again. Let's try that all over again. Welcome everybody, I am Ryan Douthit, host of Driving Sports TV, and this is the very first video for Driving Sports Live, our new secondary channel that's going to feature more spontaneous and mostly actually live footage. I am literally right now standing on a mountain and I'm streaming over LTE networks, and I hope that the Wi-Fi and the LTE work, because this is normally not what you want to do for a live setup. But here I am, and I am broadcasting from the trunk of this F-150. So the setup that we're using here is, I have a travel pack. This is my 8-camera travel pack, or it'll take up to 8 cameras. And it basically, it's using a Blackmagic ATEM, if you know what that is. And then I have a couple monitors down here, and then a transcoder. And then over here is my notebook. Now, normally I would stream everything out of this box, but I forgot one cable. Why does that? It's always a cable. So I forgot a cable. So instead, I'm looping it into the notebook, and the notebook's doing processing through another application, which is why I had no audio the first time I did this, because I had forgotten to turn on the audio for the third-party app, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, here we are. So welcome to the Mountaintop. The configuration that we're running here is, this is a Ford F-150 2021. It is the hybrid with the Pro Power option, which means it'll do 2,400 watts of total power. And how much power does this 8-camera switcher with monitors and all this stuff take up? About this much of it. We are then streaming over the Wi-Fi. It's, I think it's using, yeah, it's using AT&T Wi-Fi, and there might be a few drops. Just blame it on AT&T. Not my fault. Normally I would want a cable connection, but here we go. So, yeah, this is fun. Let's cut to the wide here. Okay, so this is, of course, the Ford F-150. In case you're curious how much this thing runs, let me tell you what it has first. This is the F-150 Platinum, which means it has all of the goodies. It also has a 3.5 liter V6 with the hybrid powertrain. It's the highest output of any F-150 you can get. I think it's, they don't have the numbers on the sheet. It's something like 550 or something like that, foot-pounds of torque and mid-400s in horsepower, which is pearly-burly. I'm going to apologize if there's any wind noise. I've tucked my mic into my jacket, so hopefully you don't get too much of that. Somebody is asking, is it already rusting under the carriage? Let's take a look. Cannot say definitively because it is absolutely covered in dirt. I just drove up for the last couple hours, or about an hour. I was driving up this dirt road to get here. Sorry, complete undercarriage. It has a nice patina of dirt going on there. So, oh, I was talking about what we have here. Here's the sticker on this thing. Come on. So we got some fun options here. So it's a Platinum, so it has the B&O sound system, 360-degree camera, all of their safety stuff, active park assist. Does anybody actually use active park assist? I tried it once like 5 years ago and almost ran into a fence, and I haven't touched it since. It does have the twin panel moonroof, yada, 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 all that good stuff, and 20-inch wheels. Price as you see it here. Yay. $72,105. That's a lot of bones. Oh, there we go. So, thanks for everybody for joining. Anybody have any questions about the F-150? I'm happy to answer anything. I've driven this for many hours. I just drove it up over the, or part of the, what is this? This is like part of the Washington Overland Trail. This is the same place that I took the Bronco Sport. One of the issues with a truck this size is just practicality, it's really tough to take it onto the forest roads, especially right about now. Just there's a lot of overgrowth, they haven't been pruned, not a lot of room, don't want to scratch it up. So I thought, you know, this is big, it's open, there's not going to be a lot of people out here, and there's definitely no trees. So it is what it is. Nice mountains over there, though. I wonder which mountains those are. We have so many mountains in Washington, I kind of get confused as to which mountain is which. That's probably Rainier, the backside of Rainier. I'm used to seeing it on the other side. And then over there is probably Adams. I don't know. Got lots of mountains here. We're rich with mountains. Let's see, how many people do we currently have? I got a few people watching. This is, of course, the small channel, because this channel has existed for about 24 hours, so it's brand new. But thank you, everybody, for joining. Let's switch this over here. And the big question for me, the reason why I'm broadcasting up here, other than the fact that it would be fun, is I really wanted to see just, you know, the F-150 is a work truck, and I wanted to see, could you take it to the top of a mountain, use the built-in power, use the built-in Wi-Fi, and would it function as a work truck for this kind of work, the kind of work that I do? And yeah, it totally would. It's funny, I have a 4Runner, as everybody knows, and the 4Runner has AC power. It cannot run this box. I plug in this box, it freaks out. It does not produce enough power. With the Pro Power system here, it produces enough power that having the notebook and this whole thing plugged in, it doesn't even care. It doesn't even notice. It's like barely a blip on the total output. So that's kind of funny. It says both good things about this and not so great things about the sad AC state of the 4Runner with its AC power option. I can use the AC power in the 4Runner to charge batteries, though, so that works well for me in that regard. So we had a couple people pop in. Anybody else out here? Hello! I think my quality probably has not been fantastic because 5G LTE and all that. Let's take a look inside. Now let's see what camera. I'm going to switch the camera up so I don't make everybody nauseous. Okay, we're already on the right camera there. So let's pop this over here. Do I have enough cable? No, I do not have enough cable. Let's see if we can get a nice view of Mount Rainier from the backside. There's the Mount Rainier cam. Hello, Mount Rainier. I kind of get the feeling that data hasn't been so great here. The stream health seems to be kind of all over the place. Oh, we dropped. Oh, interesting. It runs and then it drops and then it runs and then it drops. But we've been okay for a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, so here we are. So I think that's all I kind of wanted to do. I'd ask questions. We don't have a lot of people hanging around, at least asking questions. So anybody have any questions? I am here for you. It's so funny streaming on a channel that has so few subscribers since this channel's only existed for 24 hours. But I want to thank everybody who has showed up. That's really much appreciated. We actually have already added 300, 340, something like that, subscribers in the first 24 hours, so that is awesome. I know many of you will catch this on the replay. That is, if the quality's any decent. Hard to say. Look at that. There we go. Hopefully that was okay angle there. Yeah, there we go. Hello everybody who is watching, if anybody came late. These live things are a little bit weirder just because, A, this is the very first one that I've done for Driving Sports Live, so we don't have a lot of viewers, but also I am on the top of a mountain. I have no idea how good the data is here. YouTube is telling me that data is just fine. The weather and the temperature. You want to know the weather and the temperature. It is 46 degrees, so it's a little on the chilly side. It's actually warmed up a lot since I got started this morning. I spent the first half of the day filming the off-road portion of this F-150 review, which is coming up on our main channel, Driving Sports TV, in probably about 2 weeks. And this is the finale, the ending. The ending is where I talk to you guys and show that, yeah, you can use this truck as a work truck, even if you're doing video production. You need to use the power, you need to use the Wi-Fi. It's got everything that you need. It's still a truck though, so like driving up this really rocky, harsh terrain, the suspension on this vehicle just really isn't ideal. Clearly it's designed for other intended uses for the most part. The wagon leaf springs in the back aren't great. You get a lot of kind of like driftiness as it's going over bumps and stuff and shifting. But the all-wheel drive system, and I say all-wheel drive because there's a 4A setting, so, okay, pardon me. The four-wheel drive setting on this vehicle is actually pretty good. Actually, I would say it's great. I never really had to do anything beyond the automatic four-wheel drive. It's smart enough and it knows what it's supposed to do, and it got me through everything that I needed to get here. Not only did I get here on time, I got here early, which is awesome. It's pretty amazing that, like, you know, video quality is great. Just imagine, you know, a decade ago saying, yeah, you can haul an 8-camera switcher, power it off of your truck, throw a couple cameras out, and then broadcast over cellular data. It's just nuts. Just kind of looking at the stats, it's kind of hard to do both things at the same time. So I am going to wrap this up because I don't have endless batteries on those two cameras, which are not plugged into the truck. Instead, I'm going to wrap this up and we're going to finish. I have to go finish filming this review. So thanks everybody for jumping on this. I really appreciate it. We'll have some more live stuff as time goes on, and yeah, everything's going to be a little different. You never really know what you're going to see on this channel. On our main channel, we're going to continue to crank out 1 to 2 videos a week like we always do, with full-on broadcast quality stuff, because that's awesome. This channel, yeah, it's a little bit more, you know, fun, spontaneous, a little weird. Sure, we'll have some of that. So thanks everybody. Be sure to hit subscribe. Thanks, like, share this video, yada yada. You know the drill, and we'll see you again later. Ciao.